Hi everyone. So I have this really crazy idea that I can't get out of my head, and when I get these ideas that get stuck in my head, I tend to act on it in order to um, get it out of my head. So I thought I would create this video specific to that, and part of it is because I've had some time to catch up on social media and reading up a lot, and just reading up on how the pandemic continues to affect people, how it continues to take a toll on our mental health, and reading up about a teenager who took his life. His parents believe it's because of the depression and the social isolation related to the pandemic. And then also reading up on the first vaccine for COVID today in the United Kingdom, and how exciting that is, and how it feels like the end is near. And then knowing that sometimes the end is near feels exciting, but that's also the toughest time. And that's what got the idea in my head, is that it's super important for us to take care of ourselves, to pay attention to our mental health during this time when we feel like we're almost out of the woods, and yet we're not out of the woods. You know, I think about it as, have you ever ran a marathon or gone on a really long trip, and it's the last 30 minutes before you get to your final destination, or it's the last half mile before you're done with your race? And that just seems to be the hardest, because you just don't have any more energy. You just are so tired, and you just want to get it over with. And it's just mustering up enough energy and enough patience and enough discipline to get through that last 30 minutes or that last half mile. And I think that's why it's so critical for us right now to focus on the important things, to focus on self-care, to focus on getting through and making sure we get through this last part, so that we can survive COVID, so that we can see the other side post-COVID. So I'm going to be sharing, hopefully daily, a quote of the day and a tip of the day. And I think this is more for me than for you guys, but I'm hoping that this will also help my Facebook friends and family, those who care to follow along. So today's quote of the day is, "True happiness is born of letting go of what is unnecessary." I'll say it again. True happiness is born of letting go of what is unnecessary. So for me right now, focusing on COVID and the troubles of it feels unnecessary to me, because it drains my energy unnecessarily. Whether I focus on it or not, it's here and it's not going away. Focusing on the fact that I have to be away from family, not vacation, not travel, is unnecessary to my well-being right now, because it's more important that I remain safe to myself, to my family, and to my extended family, and to those I know who are vulnerable in terms of their health and their immune system. So I focus on what feels necessary and what feels like I can control right now. The tip of the day, and these are tips that hopefully you can utilize to help you, because I'm using it to help me, is that when things are hard, when you have a tough day, picture your life a month from now. Picture your life a year from now. Because sometimes when you have a tough day, you just need that hope. You just need that sense of hope to think about what's to come and what it would look like and what it would feel like. So like a month from now, maybe society will be very different, because we would have been 30 days post the first vaccine for COVID. That feels very hopeful and exciting for me, to imagine what 2021 is going to look like with the vaccine in the community. And if that feels like it's too soon, I would say imagine what your day would be like 6 months from now. 6 months from now, we'll be in the summer months. which means that the weather will be better. The birds will be chirping. You'll be able to go out in shorts and t-shirts, have bonfires. That always feels good for me. And so I often engage in some sort of mind shift to think about better days to come. I remember when I was in college, and college was brutal with all of the exams. It seems like it's one midterm after another after another. And what often helped me get through those really tough semesters of studying was to imagine and to look forward to Thanksgiving if it was fall semester, or Christmas. And if it was during the winter semester, I would look forward to spring break or the summer. So let go of what's unnecessary to you. It doesn't have to be the same thing that I shared, because that was my example. And imagine what life would be like a month, 6 months, a year from now. And you don't have to imagine the same things that I shared, because that's specific to me. But I would encourage you to try to engage in this type of exercise, and hopefully it will help you the way that it's helped me. Until next time, take care of yourself and your family. Bye-bye.